Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon with Yoga New Mexico, where we focus on empowerment, alignment, and strength. You are in the right place, capable and strong. What are we going to do today? It is Friday, so that means full class Friday. Yes, and it is standing separate leg, forehead to knee, which in Sanskrit sounds like blah, 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 blah. No disrespect to the language. I love Sanskrit, but some of these long, names, such as dandayamana, bibhaktapada, janushirasana, it's too much to take. Nonetheless, I love this pose, especially the modified version, which we're definitely going to do. So go ahead and roll out your mat, and I will roll the intro screen. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and find yourself in a seated position. Roll your shoulders back, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Inhales through your nose, calm and gentle, and exhales out your nose. Focusing on that gentle constriction in the back of your throat that helps to create that audible sound of your breath, your ujjayi breath. Calm, relaxed, just enjoying sitting here on your mat. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, nothing to do, so everything calm and easy. Not worrying about if the pose is right or where you are in the posture, just flowing through every posture as it comes, gentle and soft. Setting an intention for your practice. Something soothing, something calming, something powerful, something steadying, whatever you wish. Sealing your intention, 3 cleansing breaths. So go ahead and inhale through your nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold, hold. And exhale out the mouth. Keep going. Once more. Inhale through the nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And gentle sigh out the mouth. Excellent work. Opening up your eyes. Go ahead and take this left hand, cross it on over, grabbing that opposite knee. Right hand comes around behind you. Gentle twist. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Staying with it, staying present. Not going too far, coming back. Opposite hand reaches over. Twisting as you please. Inhales, lengthen your spine. Exhales, help you twist. And coming on back. Very good. Go ahead and swing your legs on out. In front of you here, that staff pose. Identify your left heel, bring it on in. And your seated forehead to knee, that janushirasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge on down. Don't need to go very far. Hands can grab wherever you like. Don't really need to round your back a lot. Rather, just focusing on hinging at those hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. And coming back. Swapping out your legs. So bring your right heel on up in towards that inner thigh and squaring up with the front. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Come on down. Hands grab wherever you like. Remember, refrain from rounding too much, but rather inhales, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. And coming on back. Bring both feet on out, putting a little bend in your knees here. Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Focusing on a flat back as best as you can. Remember, inhales create space. Exhales help you hinge. Come on back. Okay, swaying everything out, bobbing things around. Swing your legs on around, coming into that tabletop position. Fingertips spread wide. Wag it out, shake it out a little bit. Some cat-cows to help get things easy and flowing. So go ahead and inhale, look up, drop your belly, eye gaze lifts. Exhale, cat, push the earth away from you. Inhale, look up, drop your belly, eye gaze lifts. And exhale, cat. Round that spine. Inhale, look up for your cow, Bikram. And Marjariasana, your cat round. Neutral spine, wag it out, shake it out. Take that left foot, place it in between your hands, and bring your hands on up overhead. Anjaneyasana, your crescent lunge. Breathe. Maybe tilting your torso towards the back of the studio just a little bit. Back of the studio, back of your mat. Wherever behind you is, just tilt that direction. Bring your right hand all the way down on the inside of that foot and left hand up overhead, twisting. Very good. Bring that left hand onto your knee, right hand onto your knee as well. Roll your shoulders back, sinking on down into your hips. And if that front heel lifts off as you do this, then inching that front foot forward just a little bit. Move back to neutral, hands on the mat, and go ahead, tabletop. Bring it back. You can pedal out your feet behind you as you wish. Wag it out, shake it out. Okay, next side. So right foot, bring it on through. Hands, come on up overhead. Your Anjaneyasana, that crescent lunge. Breathe. And very slightly tilting your torso towards the back. Getting that stretch all in, that front body. And left hand comes all the way down. Right hand up overhead, twisting. Inhales, reach. Exhales, help you twist. Okay. Right hand comes down to that knee. Left hand to your knee as well. Roll your shoulders back and sinking on down. Eye gaze lifts, heart shines, shoulders down and back. Breathe. And come on back. Hands on the mat. Your tabletop position. Go ahead and kick out those feet one by one, straightening out your legs. And tucking your toes. Stay right here, making a mental note of where your palms are on the mat and lowering your elbows down to that point. And fingertips spread wide. Puppy pose, pushing your glutes on back. Relax your neck, breathing, relaxing your shoulders, getting that stretch in your shoulders. Eye gaze forward, fingertips spread wide, toes remain tucked. Press those fingertips into the mat, your arms lift off, and then raising up into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Waking everything up, moving around. Maybe alternating your heels, pressing one heel down, then the other. Weight shifts forward into a plank, strong plank, hold, breathe. Downward facing dog. Very good. Okay, go ahead and bring that left foot forward. Place it down on the mat, lower down to your back knee, untuck your toes, hands up overhead, your modified crescent lunge once more. But we're going to get into that saluting forehead to knee. So go ahead and bring this foot back pretty close to that knee, so maybe about a foot away, and then bring it in line with that front knee. Very good. If you start to wobble, that's okay. Engage the root of your core. Engage the root of your spine and engage your core energetically, kind of bringing everything in towards the midline. Hands up overhead, and then saluting on down. Chin into chest, rounding. Breath very audible as that chin is tucked tightly into our chest here. And come back up. Very good. Hands on the mat and bring it back into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out, walk it out. Shift your weight forward into that plank. Feel free to lower onto your knees, heels to your glutes for your modified chaturanga, and then lower all the way down, raise on up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. All right, next side, right foot. Place it on through, come down to that back knee, untuck your toes, hands on your hips. Squaring everything up, this heel in line with your knee, shallowing this up just a little bit here as well, And remember, if you start to wobble, that's okay, it's normal. Engaging the root of your spine, that Mula Bandha, and then engage your core, energetically bringing everything in towards the midline. Strong, single center of gravity right in the middle. Hands up overhead, and saluting, coming on down. Chin into your chest, forehead to your knee, breathe. Slow, slow, come back up. And release those hands. Hands on the mat. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out, walk it out. Modified version's kind of intense, right? Like all that balancing stuff. Not quite ready for it. Shift forward into that plank. Lowering onto your knees. If you so choose, you lower halfway out into chaturanga and then lower all the way down. Raise on up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Take that left leg, brief three-legged, bring it through base of your lunge, hands up overhead, full crescent lunge. Very good. Breathe, steady and calm. Hands on your hips, ground down your back heel, opening it up into your warrior two. I gaze softly over that front hand. Remember, strong feet on the mat, engage those inner thighs. You're able to lift out of that low back just a little bit. And left forearm onto that leg. Right hand extends for your extended side angle. Breathe. Coming on back. Very good. Gently cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat. Bring your left leg into that three-legged down dog position. Push through those hands. Breathe. And set it on down. Regular down dog. Okay. Shift forward into that plank. Lowering onto your knees if you wish. You lower halfway out your chaturanga and push it all the way up and through into that upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Paddle it out, walk it out. Next side, right leg this time. Bring it on through and hands up overhead. Crescent lunge, breathe. From here, grounding down that back heel, warrior two. Hold, just breathe. Remember, strong feet on the mat, engaging your inner thighs, which allows you to engage that pelvic floor just a little bit and lift out of that low back. Right hand reaches, left hand reaches, skull lengthens upward. And right forearm onto that leg. Left hand extends, feeling that length all the way up that left side body. And coming on back. Hands come all the way down to the mat. Go ahead and bring that right foot back, three-legged down dog. Hold in your three-legged down dog, breathe. Set it down. Weight shifts forward into that plank, lowering onto your knees, heels to your glutes, and you can lower halfway out. Push it back up, lower all the way down. Raise on up And from here, child's pose. Push it all the way back. Just breathe, just relax. Walking it on back up. Very good. So, brief rabbit camel series here. And the reason why we're doing the rabbit is because there's lots of those similarities here in rabbit, because chin is into your chest and your forehead comes to your top of your knees as well. So we're going to do rabbit in a second, but we're going to do camel first because I think it feels better to relieve that back bend next. So go ahead, come up onto your knees. Hands here at that low back on your hips, or you can make fists and bring them back. Roll your shoulders back. Eye gaze comes up. And we don't need to go far in our camel. Just breathe. Just focus. And then as you wish, inhale, heart open. Exhale, hinge back a little bit. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, hinge back just a little bit. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, hinge back just a little bit. And as you wish, coming back from your camel, bringing your knees together, sitting back on your heels. In your rabbit pose, chin into chest, round all the way down, and hands grab back for those heels. Chin into your chest, breathe. If you wish, you can lift your glutes up off of the mat, getting a nice rounding in that spine. And slow, slow, slow. Coming back up. Very good. Walk your hands all the way out. Found yourself in that downward facing dog. Looking forward, step, hop, walk, jump. Those hands all the way up into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chin is the last to rise. Hands come up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, let it go. Relax those hands by your sides. Shake it out, kick it out. All right, so getting set up for our standing series. Go ahead and bring those hands up overhead and kickstand those left toes behind you. Interlace your fingers, pointer fingers come out. Holding strong here, base of your warrior three. Kickstanding your toes, hold strong. And slow, slow, hinging, coming on down. And remember, your warrior three is your warrior three. So if this is as far as you come today, that's fine. If you can come deeper, 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 that's fine too. And coming back. Kick it out, shake it out. Warrior three on the opposite side. So kickstanding your right toes behind you and hands come up overhead. Interlace your fingers, pointer fingers come out, holding. And as you wish, very gently lifting those back toes off, hinging forward. Remember, coming as far as you want today. I really enjoy warrior three, but checking in, listening to your body. I'm listening to my body, and it's saying, this is far enough today. Coming back and let go, release. All right. Identify your left knee, bring it on up, and hands grab for that knee. Just hold it here for a second. And your right hand crosses over, holding, and then your dancing Shiva. Bring that left hand all the way back. Twisting. Eye gaze comes over that back hand as best as you're able. And bring it on back. Set everything down. Shake it out. Kick it out. Next side. Okay, so bring your right knee on up. And your standing leg, don't lock it out. We never want to, lock out our joints here. Bring that knee on up. Holding. And then your hand crosses over. Holding on to that knee. And bring that hand on back. Twisting. Inhales create space in your spine. Exhales help you twist. And as you like, coming on back, setting that foot down, shake it out. Okay, getting into that standing separate leg, forehead to knee, your dandayamana, bibhaktapada, janushirasana. So, measure about 3 feet here in between. If you're taller like I am, it might be 3.5 feet. So kind of try to find that distance that's good for you. Hands on your hips. Square your hips with the front. And remember, as you hinge down, don't allow this right hip here to flare out. So just want to make sure we have our solid stance. Left foot in front, right foot behind. Hips square at the front. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your hands up overhead. And slow, 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 coming on down. Remember, engage the root of your spine, that Mula Bandha. Engage your core, energetically bringing everything in towards your midline. If you need to separate your hands, feel free to do so. Fingertips on the mat. Then bending your front knee as much as you need so that your forehead can make contact with that knee. And this is kind of the first important part. And then everything else is kind of secondary. So really just finding that forehead on your knee. And eventually you can find your hands a little closer together if you want. You can start to straighten that front knee. Wherever it is for you, chin into your chest, forehead to your knee, breathe. And slow, 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 coming back up. Release your hands by your sides. Shake it out. Since we're already in this stance, leaving that left foot forward and that right foot back, brief revolving triangle. So go ahead and hinging at your hips, coming on down, flat back, lengthen your spine, flat back. And then right hand comes down on the inside of that foot. And you can slowly begin to stack your shoulders, that revolving triangle. Left hand to your hip. Engage your core. Right hand to your hip. Flat back. Come on up. Stepping your feet together. Pedal it out, kick it out. Very good. Okay. Right foot forward this time. Left foot behind you. Heels in one line. Hips square with the front. Okay. Engage the root of your spine, that Mula Bandha. Energetically bring everything in towards the midline. Engage that core. Hands up overhead and slow with control, with focus. Coming on down. Fingertips on the mat if you wish, separating your hands if you wish, chin into your chest, and forehead to that knee. You're standing separate leg, forehead to knee, and as you wish, slowly straightening that front knee as much as you like. Stay with it, staying here. Breath should be very audible. Slow, 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 coming back up. Release, shake it out. All right, remaining exactly where you are. Keep your feet where they are. Hands on your hips and slow, 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 hinging on forward. Once you get down far enough, placing that left hand down, and go ahead, bring your right hand up overhead, twisting in your revolved triangle. Breathe. Right hand to your hip. Square your shoulders with the mat. Left hand to your hip. Engage your core. Come back up. And step everything together. Shake it out. Kick it out. All right. Enough of this standing stuff. Let's get down closer to the mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Hands on the mat. Downward facing dog. Just briefly. And then identify your left knee. Bring it all the way up on the inside of that left wrist. Set it down for pigeon. Untuck your toes. Oh, yay, pigeon. So, making sure that back leg is nice and straight. And this left knee in front of your hip here. And then go ahead and very gently coming on down. Coming onto your forearms, you can lay all the way down, whatever you like. Your pigeon pose, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Yeah. Breathing into those hips, relax. We'll be here for about maybe 10, 15 breaths, quite a while. So just relaxing here in your nice restorative pigeon. Listening to the sound of your breath. How is your intention you set at the beginning of class? Remembering way back about 45 minutes ago to that intention. Softening, relaxing, dissolving. About 4, maybe 5 more breaths in your pigeon. Make them count. Any thoughts that come up, just allowing them to leave, being present here where you are. And very slowly walking yourself back up. And from here, just slouch onto that left glute. This left shin, go ahead and bring it so it's parallel with the top of your mat. And then this right foot, swinging it all the way around into your fire log pose. Fire log, double pigeon, there's quite a few names for this pose. Trying to stack your ankle kind of on the meaty part of that knee, and don't favor one side, rather sitting equally on your sits bones. If you need to bring your hands around behind you, feel free to do so, but wherever you are in your fire log here, just breathe. It's intense on those hips, I know. Keep with your breath. Okay, enough of this fire log. Go ahead and bring that top foot all the way back around, kind of in the base of your pigeon pose here. Hands on the mat. Tuck your back toes and downward facing dog. Pedal it out, bob your knees, shake it out a little bit. All right, right knee, bring it on up, inside of that wrist, and getting set up in your pigeon here. So bringing your right knee directly in front of that hip, looking behind you, making sure that back foot is straight. This helps to keep our hips square, and sinking on in to your pigeon. And as you please, you can walk your hands forward, you can come down to your forearms, you can lay all the way down, whatever you wish. Remember, this is your practice, so everything just calm and gentle. And again, we'll be here for a while, so get cozy, relax, dissolve, and accept where you are here in your pigeon. Just breathe. If your mind starts to wander, coming back to your breath, your intention, everything soft and gentle. As you like, walking back up, sitting up in your pigeon here, and then just kind of slouching onto that right glute a little bit. It's not supposed to look pretty. It's okay. This right shin, bring it up so it's parallel with the top of your mat. And this back left foot, swing it all the way around, stacking your right, stacking this ankle on top of your right knee. And Sometimes we kind of cheat and bring it down here more on our shin, but really trying to get the little divot in your ankle, if you will, stacked on top of that meaty part of your knee. And that really then gets into those hips. Making sure those feet are nice and flexed to protect those knee joints. Hands can come around behind you, sitting equally on those sits bones. With time, those legs will fall flat on top of one another. Breathing into those hips. Your goal as you breathe is to lower everything down at the same rate. Rather, don't favor over to one side. And as you like, go ahead and swing that top leg back all the way around the base of that pigeon position, moving things to a more neutral position, so both hands on the mat now. And tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and shift your weight forward into your plank and lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Your hands can come along down beside you. Left or right ear on the mat. Just relax. Just breathe. Soften, relax. In your own time, if you wish, go ahead and rolling onto your back for that first Shavasana. Always getting a sip of water whenever you like. This is your practice, so moving along at the pace of which you like. Feet fall out. Hands fall out. And just take a few breaths in your Shavasana, welcoming that Shavasana. Go ahead and bend your knees, setting those feet flat on the mat. And then helping to massage out that low back a tiny bit. Go ahead and bring your knees on up into your chest. And then tiny circles, truly small, slow circles. Maybe an inhale completes half of the circle, and an exhale brings it down and through. So, going at a very slow pace, whichever direction you've chosen, switching directions from clockwise to counterclockwise, vice versa, whatever it is for you is fine. Feet flat on the mat, and then Supta Baddha Konasana. Allow the soles of your feet to come together and your knees fall on out. Just breathe. Go ahead and using those hands, bring those legs up together. Kind of sway your knees back and forth. Then, very gently, allowing both knees to fall out to the side. So, bringing them down to the left side, having them fall on down. And then, take that ankle, stacking it on top of your knee. So this left ankle on top of that right knee here kind of helps to get a stretch in that IT band if you can find it. But if you leave your legs exactly where they are and you don't stack your ankle on top of your knee, that's cool too. And slow. Come back, bringing both knees back. Tick-tocking your knees back and forth. And then you can allow them to fall down to the opposite side, that right side. And if you wish, stacking this ankle, your right ankle on top of your left knee, getting a little bit more of a twist, a little bit of a bind, or you can leave your legs exactly where they are. Does not matter, whatever feels best for you. And slow, release. Bringing those knees back, tick-tocking your knees back and forth. And then hugging your knees on in, little circles again. And allowing those feet to come all the way down into your final Shavasana. So maybe separating your feet a little bit wider than you normally would, hands a little bit wider than you normally would. Just breathe. Calm, steady breath. There's plenty of time in your Shavasana today, so really soaking it up and enjoying it. Remembering your intention. And if it helps, maybe counting to keep things steady. Inhale to the count of 1, 2, 3 through your nose, and then out your nose. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. Keep with your breath, keep with your count. Slow, soft, and calm. Remember, plenty of time in your Shavasana, so I'm gonna get quiet just for a little bit and letting you know when it's time to come back. Maybe 10, 15 breaths, not too long, so just relax. Choosing to remain exactly where you are, or if you would like, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingertips, bringing life back into those feet, arms, and legs. And go ahead and bring your knees up if you like, and you can push yourself up into that seated position so that we can bow together. Thanking all of you so much for being here for this class today. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, you are a magnificent human being. You are in the right place, capable and strong. From my heart to all of yours, thank you guys, and namaste.